Hello, everyone. I'm just going to wait a couple seconds and make sure we're live. Hello, everyone. Just going to wait a couple seconds, make sure we're live. Okay, let's see here. All right, looks like we are live. And hello, everyone. Welcome to this broadcast. And this is going live as of, what is today? January 6th. The anniversary of the absolute mob, the treason, the whatever we like to call it, the insurrection. And it seems like, politically there's still a lot of division in the world, and I don't intend to turn this into a political event, but I will say that as a whole, we are definitely a lot better when we try to be together and try to understand different perspectives and learn from one another and question things and instead of, I think all of us have different thoughts and opinions and feelings about different things, and it's just really important to try to hear those out and not to get in a position where we are just one-sided. So hopefully you come here for the tech news and not the political information. But I will say I'm glad that you all are here, glad that we have this community, that it continues to grow. It looks like we are definitely past 400. I think we're up to 411 subs. A few more joined last time. So welcome to the channel. Glad that you guys are here. And let's see. Kirt, he is not feeling well today. So Kirt, wherever you are out there, hopefully you get to feeling better. So last time in the stream, he got disconnected. He actually thought he was still connected, and his phone was on Do Not Disturb, so I couldn't reach him until after the end of the stream, but he he thought he was still going. For whatever reason, he got disconnected, but it was still an interesting display of installing Windows on it's not really installing Windows, so running Windows on a Chromebook through a virtual machine. So if you're interested in virtual machines through Amazon Cloud Services or AWS, definitely something to check out. And let's see here. Do we have any comments? Nope, no comments. All right, well, feel free to leave your comments in the chat. And any feedback that you have or any questions that you have, we'll try to answer those as I go along. Today's show is going to be comprised of a few things, and we'll try to keep it relatively short, but we have a few articles to talk about in the news section, and I put those in the chat, so if you want to follow along or read those on your own time, I won't go through all the articles thoroughly, but feel free to check those out. We'll also talk about browser mode in Word and why you might want to use it, especially if you're like an NVDA user. You want to use browser mode in Word, and why it might be helpful to check out. And we'll also talk about signatures in the Microsoft Mail app. They, at the moment, have an accessibility issue, and actually it's been this way for a long time. where you try to enter a signature and nothing is spoken. So I'll tell you how to get around that particular issue in the Mail app of Microsoft, for Microsoft. And of course you could just switch to using Gmail, standard interface as recommended here in the past, as it really provides a pretty good experience, or whatever webmail provider you use, whether that's Outlook on the web, etc. I think you'll really have a better experience. Okay, let's go ahead and start out with the giveaway from last time, though. I'm going to go ahead and we had 5 people enter into the giveaway from last week. And what I'm going to do is just ask my Google Home to pick a number randomly between 1 and 5. I have the names written out randomly, and I will just pick whatever number gets chosen. And so what's going to happen is, if that person does not reach out between now and next week, then I will go down the list and pick another number and pick another number until someone reaches out. So if you hear your name called, what you will need to do is reach out, send an email, send a tweet, whatever it is, and get in touch the same way that you did before, and provide a couple of things. You want to provide, if you would like an Amazon gift card, or just simply like a PayPal, or what the best way to get that to you is, as well as the contact information where that should be sent. So there we go. So let's see. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay, Google said 4, so I'm going to go here to my document. And looks like Thomas Chan.
I didn't understand.
Nope, didn't understand. Okay, Thomas, you win the prize. So congratulations, and you've been a long time follower of the channel and commenter, etc. So I'm very glad that you won. And so definitely get in touch, and we'll figure out the best way to get that $50 to you. And for anyone else, we do these randomly from time to time, as well as generally at the beginning of the year. So kind of gives you incentive to stay tuned to the channel, subscribed, and engaging with us, chatting with us, and sharing it out, etc. So, but anyway, thank you, all of you, for your participation. And Thomas, definitely reach out. Let's see, we have a comment here from Kitty. Who's Kitty? Oh, it looks like a bunch of spam. Okay. I think we will block you. I don't think that we need your comments here. Thank you very much. Seems like spam to me. All right. I also have an email. A comment from an individual. So let's Cianna. I'm not even sure how to pronounce her name. Kiana. Not sure. Sorry about that. Anyway, it looks like you've commented on the Facebook on the web video, and you say, "Hi guys, hello to you. Glad you've checked out the video. Thank you for your comment." And for all the rest of you, feel free to reach out with any comments or questions, either in the comments section or in the chat. Definitely appreciated. Okay, let's get to the news. The first article in the news is Nokia. They've introduced some new phones, and of course, they tend to introduce, I would call them more budget phones, but they still give a lot of value. One of their phones has 5G, 120 hertz screen, and it's listed at $239. Probably won't be very high end, but at least those aspects are good, so worth checking out if you like Nokia phones. I certainly have found some of their phones to be pretty decent for what they are. I have a little bit of question as to their updatability and how long those things get updates and how long it takes to update. And also, it's worth noting that the band support might not be there for all the carriers, so it might be worth, if you're in the US, checking the band support for these devices to make sure that they will support all the bands of your carrier. So, there we go. And at minimum, you will need band 12. Of course, if you're on Verizon, you will need band 13. And you will need band, or want at least, band 71 on T-Mobile. So make sure that it has those bands at minimum, otherwise your experience might not be as good. And there we go. Next article, Spotify, they're going to give you ads, interactive ads, when you're listening to a podcast. It's kind of, I guess, a way to make money for them and for people who want to advertise. And yeah, I don't know. It's all around good, except kind of annoying for the average podcast listener. I'm kind of wondering if they'll be skippable. I'm not sure. But there we go. So if you use Spotify to listen to podcasts, maybe you've noticed them, maybe you haven't, but you will be getting ads. Let's see here. Quentin says, hello from extremely cold Cincinnati. Hello, Quentin. Glad you're in here, and sorry that it's so cold. It's about 60 here, somewhere around there. Maybe not quite, but definitely not too cold. Kind of miss the snow, though, so I think you're lucky. All right, NASA, they're going to send Alexa on a mission to space. There's kind of an interesting little article. So Amazon Alexa is going to be part of a new mission that goes up. Alexa is going to be going up as part of the payload in a spacecraft that goes up. It will have access to the spacecraft systems and telemetry data. So it'll be able to respond to questions like what is the temperature in the cabin, have access to things like in-cabin lighting. So that's kind of cool. So I guess, for astronauts, they'll be able to use Alexa up in space. Pretty cool. Might be worth going to space if you get to use your Alexa. All right. T-Mobile has some new deals for some customers of their home internet. Of course, this has probably been in response to Verizon stuff, but I'll talk about their stuff here in a bit. But anyway, T-Mobile's got some deals for their home internet at this point, and they've also introduced a new wireless promotion to give users 25% off. That'll be in another article as well. So yeah. So you can get your internet for $50 a month, along with a free gateway. So if you are a postpaid customer looking to open a new line of service, like phone service, then you will get this internet for that price. So you can get a virtual gift card for $50, and you can submit a coupon to get it. And there we go. So might be worth signing up for if that's what you like, your mobile internet to go through T-Mobile. Let's see. Google's rolling out some new features for Android. There's an article here. And this was as a result of CES. Of course, A lot of companies are releasing a lot of things at CES, and Google had to get into the fun. So we have a new fast pair, and that'll be interesting. So you'll be able to pair lots of other things other than headsets, like Chromebooks, for example, smart homes. You'll also be able to do quite a lot of things here. So you can unlock your phone with Wear OS. So if you have a watch, you'll be able to do that. So that'll be interesting. Of course, there's more support for unlocking cars with phones. Lots of new things down the pipe. So worth looking at that article. Alright, then the next one for Verizon fans might be happy. C-band will hopefully be going live in 2 weeks. The FAA is no longer dragging their feet, which means lots of extra bandwidth, lots of extra speed for you Verizon customers. They've also introduced some new plans as well. And I'll talk about that here shortly. The C-band, they're going to be hoping to hit 100 million subscribers on close to day one, or at least by January 31st, to be hitting 100 million subscribers. And so you just need a phone that has access to the C-band, which will be good. So let's see. They also have new mobile and internet plans as well. So you can sign up for their internet, and depending on the mobile plan that you have, you can get 50% off, which means you can actually get the home internet for $25, depending on the phone plan that you have. They also have a new phone plan. Well, actually, they've updated their phone plans. They added 5G to the name. And their Get More, their highest end plan, now has completely uncapped, unlimited data with 50 gigs of hotspot, and they allow you to turn on the switch for 4K data so that you can actually start using 4K data, although they're having some issues with that. Some users can't turn it on, and customer service is kind of lagging, but so there's that. So if you're interested in Verizon, they've also updated their Play and Do More plans to give them 30 gig of hotspot. They used to be 15. And but if you have their bottom line unlimited plan, their Start Unlimited, you will not get the 5G ultra wide. They had this whole event where everything is just called ultra. That's their new fixation. With bandwidth and C-band and all of that. So, yeah. Let's just make sure I'm not missing anything here. Nope. Okay. Let's see here. So Google's rolling out updates for Pixel devices, but 6 and 6 Pro to this point have been left out. So hopefully those get the security patches soon. Samsung's also rolled out a bunch of updates as well to some of their devices on some carriers. And then we have the discounts from T-Mobile regarding their lifetime discount for plans. So you can get 25% off as long as you're lucky to get one of the discount codes from one of the representatives. You can literally get 25% off your plan. And Galaxy S21 Fan Edition is available. It's basically a slightly bigger version than the S21 with very similar specs. And I don't know, for me it's kind of a boring device, but if you want a device in between the Galaxy S21 and the S21 Plus, then that's kind of the device to go for. And it comes by default with Android 12. So there we go. And actually, since it's being released a year later than the initial Galaxy S21, I'm hoping that also means that they're going to get an updates for an extra year. Let's see. Apple is now worth $3 trillion. So, yeah, quite a lot of money. I'm wondering how much good they could do with all that money if they just used it to do some good. And I know they're doing a lot of good things. I think I saw an article earlier. They're using the sales from their red iPhones for some kind of something in Africa. So I don't know. I'm sure they're doing some good things. But anyway, they're worth $3 trillion, not just one, $3 trillion now. And of course, there's the article about Verizon's new plans. So if you're interested in that, again, something worth taking a look at. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so let's move on. And the next thing we'll talk about is Word and the idea of using browse mode in Word. Why would you do this? Why is it important? And is it something that you should consider doing, etc.? And how does it differ from browse mode on the web? In this case, I am talking about using NVDA, although with many screen readers, it is very similar information that I'm about to share with you. So you just have to use your variant of browse mode. I really should start doing some of these videos with JAWS so that you JAWS users don't feel left out. The only problem that the couple problems I have with JAWS is they don't support changing of keyboard layouts because they hard code the keys instead of sending along the key code, which is really annoying. So I used Dvorak, which is a different keyboard layout type, and unfortunately JAWS does not support that. They don't have beeping progress bars. Otherwise, I think JAWS is pretty decent. They have some other issues as well, but for me, the Dvorak thing is probably the biggest thing. In any case, we'll probably start doing some more with JAWS so that you JAWS users don't get left out. But in this case, we'll do NVDA. And first of all, what is browse mode? Browse mode is the mode that allows you to read content on the web and allows you to traverse by different web elements, headings, tables, links, etc., etc. And why is this useful in a Word document? Well, if you have a document that has different elements in it, like headings, for instance, you can very quickly jump to those specific elements on in a Word document. And you can also use like the elements list, things like that. So I'll just demo that right now. Of course, we'll have to do the traditional setup, so bear with me here. I'll share the screen. Share screen. Share my system audio. There we go. And I will slow down the speech. Windows, Core Voices.
StreamYard document. Clickable button.
All right. So now I've got NVDA up, and hopefully that's comprehensible to you. If not, I apologize. I can never get the speed right for anyone. So for everyone, I should say. All right. So I'm going to open up Word, and we'll actually create a document together and see what we can do with browse mode. So
StreamYard. Start window. Search window.
Go to Start menu. Let's type in Word.
Word. App. StreamYard desktop. Word. New grouping. New grouping. Featured. Microsoft Word document. Edit multi.
There we go. I've created a blank document. All right. So first thing I'm going to do is we'll just in heading level 1 style. We'll just say test document.
Heading 1 style.
Test document. And I'll just turn on characters so you can hear what I'm doing.
Speak typed characters on.
There we go.
Blank. Heading level 1 test document.
Okay, so now I've got one heading.
Blank.
And we'll just put, let's see. This is a test. And then I'll put, let's enable word mode.
Speak typed words on.
Here we go. We have a better idea of what I'm typing, maybe. And so, okay, so I've done that. Now,
Cut unavail. Microsoft blank.
Let's add a table. And so what I like to do with anything, with a lot of things in Word, is I like to use the tell me command Alt-Q.
Edit blank.
And to go to the search, and I'll just type in table.
B L E.
And I'll just hit down arrow.
Table of contents. Relevant command. Relevant command. View table grid line. Relevant command. Add table. Collapsed a table is a great way to organize information within your doc.
So I want to add a table. Hit enter.
Add table data grid. 1x1 table grouping. 1x1 table 1 of 80.
And let's add 3x3 table just for
3x
giggles.
3x3 table 23 of 80.
All right, hit enter.
Edit blank.
So I just hit Alt-Q, typed in table, hit down arrow to find the add table command, and hit enter, and then used arrow keys, right, left, up, or down to select the number of rows and columns that I would like to add to this table. And
blank.
All right, so
blank,
let's
blank, 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 blank. Document out of table blank. This is a table. Column 1.
So let's put in here. Well, I don't have to fill this table out.
Out of this is blank. This is a test.
Let's put this is a test. I'll just add a link to Google, for example.
This is a test. Selected.
So I will select this line. This is a test. Hit Control K to add a link.
Insert hyperlink dialog. Link to address. Edit Alt plus E blank.
Okay. https://www.google.com.
Text to screen tip.
Okay, text to display.
Edit Alt plus T selected. This is a test.
And since I had that selected, it'll just put that in the text to display.
Look in.
So
up one folder. Go. Look up. Browse for current folder. Bookmark. Target frame. OK button. Document one word.
There we go. OK.
Out of link. This is a test.
So now that's a link. So now I have a table, a heading, and a link.
Out of link blank.
All right.
Link. This is a test. Out of link blank. Blank, blank, table with blank.
Well, let's add another heading here. So let's add a heading level 2.
Heading 2 style.
This is more testing.
Testing.
And let's add another heading. Maybe do this one, heading level 3.
Heading 3 style. Outline.
Final heading.
G.
Okay.
Blank. Heading level 3 final heading. Heading level 2 this is more.
All right, so there we go. So now,
heading level 1 test document.
So let's go into browser mode. So I'm going to hit insert space or NVDA space or caps lock space, depending on how you have your keyboard layout. And it plays the same sound. So now I'm at the very top. So let's press H for heading.
Page 1 section 1 this is more testing heading level 2.
And I'm jumping around by headings now. So I will immediately jump to the second heading. So I'll hit H again.
Final heading, heading level 3.
And there we go. So I'm at heading level 3. Now let's see if we can move by, I don't know, table. Hit Shift T.
Table with 3 rows and 3 columns, level 1 row 1 column 1.
And I'm immediately in the table. So let's see. I know that K moves by link.
No next link.
And Shift K moves backwards. So let's hit Shift K, see if we can move by link.
Link, this is a test.
And looks like we can. So I've just been able to move by link. And so in the same manner, we can move by the different elements in a Word document. And it really makes traversing through a Word document, especially once you know how it's laid out, if you've created it or if you've gone into it before and you know how the Word document is laid out, you can very, very quickly traverse to different sections of that document based off of any elements that might be present on that page. Now, we can also go into the elements list. Let's do Insert F7, NVDA F7, caps lock, F7, whatever it is.
Elements list dialog. Tree view. This is a test.
Alright, so now we're in the elements list, and
type, grouping,
if I shift
links
tab,
radio button checked Alt plus K.
If I hit shift tab, we can select the type. So the first one that's auto selected for me is links, but if I hit down arrow,
headings radio button checked Alt plus H.
Headings.
Annotations radio button checked Alt plus
annotations, which is really great. So if you have annotations in your Word document, this is a great way to list them.
Charts radio button checked Alt. Errors radio.
Errors.
Links radio.
Links.
Heading.
There we go. So let's list headings.
Headings radio button checked Alt plus
tab.
Tree view. Test document expanded 1 of 1 level 0.
So it'll actually show you the levels here. So we can collapse and expand them.
Level 1. This is more testing expanded 1 of 1.
And says this is more testing, and down arrow again.
Level 2 final heading 1 of 1.
And so if we hit left arrow, we can actually collapse these headings.
Level 1. This is more testing expanded 1 of 1. Collapsed. Level 0 test document expanded 1. Collapsed.
So this can be a quick way to jump if you have multiple heading 1s or heading 2s or different heading structure. This can be a very quick way to just expand the level that you want and view items within or sub items within that or children within that level.
Level.
So that is browse mode.
New notification
in NVDA.
Document 1 word. Document 1 word. Microsoft.
Here we go.
StreamYard. Clickable. Clickable Nimer. Clickable button mute.
And let's stop sharing the screen here. Okay. All right, I'm looking to see if there's any comments. No more comments. All right. So now the next thing I'm going to talk about is in the Mail app, signatures are inaccessible. And if you try to add a signature to the Mail app, what you will find is that you can't actually add one because it goes absolutely silent. And I'll actually demonstrate that. I'm not sure why I stopped sharing the screen. I will share the screen again. And we will do the share. There we go. Share screen.
StreamYard.
There we go. Okay, so we got StreamYard sharing.
Stop.
And
Stream Unigraph document star inbox linked inbox linked.
Okay, so now I've got
closed unseen mail filter.
My emails up in the Mail app of Windows 10. I don't Windows.
Enter select
Windows in general.
Sync this view. Search group navigation.
So
Switch
to
do
settings.
Button. Switch to folders button. All accounts. New mail button. Navigation button. Message list group. New mail button. All accounts button. Pop up window. Navigate folders button. Switch to switch to to-do settings button.
There we go. Let's go to settings.
Manage accounts button.
And
Personalize automatic replies button.
Signatures.
Focused in message list button. Reading pane. Signature button.
There we go. Go to signature.
Pop up window. Select an account. Expanded. LCF Hotmail. Collapsed.
Let's do the Hotmail.
Apply to all accounts. Check. Use an email signature toggle button pressed.
Okay, so now if I tab, so it says email
Apply
signature,
to use
and I tab, you hear nothing is spoken. If I hit up and down arrow, nothing is spoken. There's absolutely nothing here. If I hit tab again,
formatting grouping, bold toggle,
I can access formatting,
italic, underline, font
etc.,
link
etc.
button, pictures,
so
link, font, bold top.
This is a problem, and one way we can kind of get around this issue is, so by the way, if you start typing it will automatically type whatever it is that you want in the signature. But if you want to review it, of course, this is going to be difficult. So the way to do this is to write it in Word or another program that you have, a Google Doc or whatever. Write it in there, and then copy that and paste it in this area that isn't spoken by NVDA or JAWS, as far as I know. This area, or narrator even, it's not spoken, doesn't work. It's not accessible. You can't read the text, but you can copy it from somewhere else, and it will allow you to do it. So then once you do that, let's actually I'll open up Notepad.
Full untitled note.
This is a test signature.
This is a test signature.
And I'll copy. There we go.
Inbox link. Inbox. Italic, bold, talk.
So I'll make sure I'm in this empty area here, and or this area that doesn't speak, and I'll hit paste. Control V.
Italic.
And just to be sure, gotta just select everything and then hit delete just to make sure there's nothing in there, and hit paste.
Underlined font comp,
and then we're
font size,
tab.
link button, pictures button.
And once you tab past a certain point, there's nothing spoken.
Link button, control, picture, link, pic.
Absolutely nothing spoken. If you shift tab the other way,
use it, apply, select an account, save button.
You can actually reach the save button. So if you tab forward, you can't reach the save button. If you tab backwards, you can save. You can save this. So let's save it.
Navigation grouping. Navigation button collapsed.
Okay, so now I'm going to create a new message.
Pop-up LC Hotmail Nimer navigation grouping. Reading pane. Choose contact CCB subject edit document.
And I'm going to tap to the message body, and let's see if it typed my signature.
Blank 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 sent from link mail for Windows. Blank 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 blank.
It does not look like it actually pasted it, so I'm going to have to try it again.
CC discard draft discard button. Navigation grouping. Navigation button collapse.
It gives you an idea of how to do it anyway. It does work once it's set up. I think I might have chosen my other account, which is I do have a work account on here. But nonetheless, it does work once you select the text and tab to the blank area and paste. So tab all the way until you can't tab to the blank area and paste. It will insert your signature. I recommend deleting what's in there first. Select all, delete. And then do that. So let's actually just try that again. Make sure it works this time.
Mail.
So I'll just close out, and I want to make sure that we walk away with success.
Folder. Switch settings button.
So I'll just tab to settings. Hit enter.
Manage accounts button.
We'll tab to signature.
Reading signature. Pop-up window. Select an account and cut. LC Hotmail.
Okay, we'll select this one.
Select an account and customize your signature combo box. Hotmail collapse. Apply to all accounts. Use an email signature toggle button pressed.
Okay, use an email signature.
Formatting grouping. Italic, bold, font color, font link, picture.
All right.
Link, font under italic.
And we'll go ahead and shift tab to the save button.
Save button.
And hit enter.
Navigation grouping.
Create a new email.
Pop LC Hotmail. Navigation. Choose document page.
Tab to the body.
Blank. This is a test signature.
And it works. This is a test signature. So the key is just tab until you can't tab to the blank section. Select everything, make sure there's nothing in there, delete, then paste, and then shift tab backwards to the save button, otherwise you can't reach it. Shift tab all the way back to the save button, push enter, and you will get your signature in Windows Mail.
Discard, navigate.
There we go.
Star untitled note, note don't save, inbox linked, StreamYard
out. There we go.
Clickable, stop.
Stop sharing the screen. All right, let's see if we have any kind of comments. Doesn't look like we have any comments. All right. Well, I would like to thank all of you for joining today's stream. I know it's a little bit short. We will hopefully get Kirt back in here next time. He will finish up his demo of the Amazon web apps, perhaps do some more Linux stuff. We'll see. We'll have something to play around with. And if you celebrate Three Kings Day, happy Three Kings Day. Thank you for your participation in your chats. Also, again, Thomas, reach out and provide the information requested at the beginning, and as you won the prize. And thank you all for joining. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. Kirt, hopefully feel better. Bye, everyone.